Yeah, this is Dr. C.S. Sanjay Sonone. Welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Today, we are going to study a topic, process costing. So let us see what is the meaning of process costing. This is a method of costing used to ascertain the cost of a product at each stage or operation in manufacture. So basically, we are concerned with the manufacturing where the production is divided into multiple processes. So features of the process costing are: finished product is the end result of two or more processes. Production is continuous and in a specific sequence. Output of one process becomes the input of next process, and so on. Here we can see that the production starts with process 1. The output of process 1 is transferred to process 2. Output of process 2 is transferred to process 3. And finally we get a finished goods. Now for solving a practical problems on cost accounting, basically 4 steps are involved. We'll study these 4 steps along with solving a practical problem. Now let us take a very small problem where there are only two processes, process A and process B. The various elements of cost are given: material cost, labor cost, overheads. Now when we solve a problem, we have to draw the lines for the process A account. And there are two types of working required. One is for calculation of abnormal loss or gain quantity, and another one is calculation of a cost of the process for valuing abnormal loss and cost of production. So our first step is accounting expenses on debit side. So these are the expenses which are there in the problem given to us, and the expenses will appear on the debit side of the process account. So these three expenses we are going to post on in a process account on debit side. The very first item is material introduced, that is the main item, and beyond that there are three more items: material cost, labor cost, and overheads. So this is our first step, account expenses on debit side. Second step is calculate a normal loss. For calculating a normal loss, we have to use the information of normal loss, scrap value, and what is the input. On the basis of input and normal loss percentage, we calculate the quantity of a normal loss. So this is the calculation of a normal loss which is accounted on credit side. By normal loss 2000, this is calculated as 40,000 input multiplied by 5% normal loss, that works out to 2000. Now normal loss is valued at scrap value, so this quantity of 2000 kilogram is multiplied by 1.5, so ultimate result is 3000 as the amount of normal loss. Our third step is give the effect of abnormal loss or gain. For that purpose, first we have to find out whether there is an abnormal loss or abnormal gain. What information is required to calculate this? We require what is the input. In our case it is 40,000. Then we are required to know what is the normal loss. The normal loss is 5% given to us, and what is the output, that is the actual production, is 36,000. Let us post this item to the respective place. So we are getting material introduced as 40,000 rupees. Normal loss is 2,000, which is 5% of the input quantity. Expected production is 38,000. Now actual output is given to us as 36,000. So our expected production is more than actual production. So there is an abnormal loss of 2000 kilograms. So this is our third step. Now we have to give the second effect in the process account. So in a process account, it appears on the credit side as by abnormal loss. Losses are accounted on the credit side. Now quantity we have already calculated 2000. Now we are required to work out the amount. And for that purpose, the formula is given to us: cost is equal to cost of the process minus scrap value of normal loss whole divided by input quantity minus normal loss quantity. Now let us substitute those figures. When we substituted this figure, what is the cost of the process? This is the total of the debit side of the process account, which consists of all expenses totaling to rupees 1,39,800. And what is the scrap value of normal loss? This is available from the process account on credit side, 3000 is there. Next one is, what is input quantity? It is 40,000 kilograms is the input quantity and 2000 is a normal loss quantity. So we have worked out that the cost per unit in process A is 3 rupees 60 paise. Now we have already written by abnormal loss on the credit side 2000 quantity. So let us multiply by 3.6. So ultimate answer is, amount is 7200. Now this is the posting of abnormal gain or loss. First we have calculated a quantity and then we have worked out the cost of the process. Quantity is 2000. If you multiply by cost per unit 3 rupees 60 paise, our abnormal loss amount is 7200. Now next is close the account and whatever balancing figure is there, transfer to the next process. So for that purpose you have to look at the process account, see whether debit side is more or credit side. Ultimately we are getting that debit side is more, so we have written on credit side by cost of production transferred to process B. Process B means next process. Now difference quantity is 36,000, which is actually our output also, and the amount is 1,29,600. This can be a balancing figure or we can do some calculation for working out this. For a different kind of a problem we may be required to work out this. So let us see how that is calculated. Now cost per unit is 3.6. Now production output quantity is 36,000. So 36,000 multiplied by 3.6, answer is 1,29,600. This is nothing but a cost of production. So cost of production transferred to next process, amount can be calculated as the output transfer multiplied by cost per unit of the process. So this is the way of calculating what is the cost of production transferred to the next process. Our process A is completed now. Let us go for process B also. We will be following exactly the same step for completing a process B. Now what was our first step? The first step was account expenses on debit side. So you can see that in process B there are three expenses: material cost, labor cost, overhead. Amount respectively are 9,500, 12,000, 8,200. So we'll post those items now. Now material 9,500, 12,000, 8,200. Wherein the first item is cost of production transferred from process A, earlier process. So that we are writing as 36,000 and 1,29,600. So our first step is completed. We have accounted expenses on debit side. First prime item is transfer from earlier process, and during the process B there are three more type of expenses which are accounted that we are writing on the debit side of the process account. Next step is calculate normal loss. Now for calculating a normal loss we require the information: what is the normal loss percentage, what is the input, and what is the scrap value of this normal loss. So these are the three figures available: 36,000, 6%, and rupees 2 per kg. Now we'll post those items on the credit side of the process account as by normal loss. So normal loss quantity is 2,160, which is calculated as 36,000 input multiplied by 6%, that is 2,160. How the amount is calculated? The quantity multiplied by scrap value. So 2,160 multiplied by 2 will give us 4,320. Now this is the calculation of a normal loss. Now we'll go for the third step. Third step is our calculation of abnormal loss or abnormal gain. Now for this purpose again we are required to calculate what is abnormal loss or abnormal gain quantity. So what is the input in this process B? It is 36,000 kilograms. What is the output in this process? 34,000. So and what is the normal loss which has happened in this process is 2,160. These three informations we will use and will calculate the quantity. So you can see that the quantity is calculated as 36,000 minus 2,160. So expected production is 33,840. Actual production is 34,000, which is more than what we expected. So there is a abnormal gain of 160. And if the abnormal gain is there, it will appear on the debit side of the process B account. If abnormal loss is there, it appears on the credit side, whereas if abnormal gain, then it appears on the debit side. So on debit side we have written as to abnormal gain quantity column 160. Now we are required to work out the amount also. The same formula we are going to use for this. Cost of the process minus scrap value of normal loss whole divided by input quantity minus normal loss quantity. Now here you can see the figures. We have 1,59,300 is the total of expenses. So if you look at the in a process account, you will see 1,29,600 plus 9,500 plus 12,000 plus 8,200. These are the total expenses, and the total of this is 1,59,300. Then the scrap value of normal loss is 4320, which we can see in the process account on credit side. Whole divided by what was the input quantity? 36,000. And what is the normal loss quantity? 2,160. So ultimate calculation is cost of process in process B is 4.58. Now we have calculated the abnormal gain amount column 160 multiplied by 4.58. Sometimes we may have a rounding of errors, but whenever you write the amount in a total column, you can round off to the nearest rupee. Now what is our next step? We will go for that. The next step is closure of account and transfer to the next process. So we have closed this account and we notice that again debit side is more. So on credit side we have written by cost of production transfer to finished goods. If another process is there, it will go to the next process, but if this is the last process, then we have to transfer it to the finished goods. So we have written balancing figure as by cost of production transfer to finished goods 34,000 and balancing figure is 1,55,713. As I said, in process A, this figure can be calculated and it is always valued at cost per unit. So let us verify our answer whether that answer is correct or not. 34,000 is the quantity and cost per unit calculated is 4.58. So if you multiply, you are getting the answer 1,55,713. Now there is every possibility that a small rounding of error of 2 rupees, 5 rupees may be there. This may be due to the reason that we are writing in a whole figure and not in a fractions. So this is how the process A and process B is completed. Now this is our final solution. So wish you all the best for understanding this. Thank you.